Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel, and happy new year to everybody. We are in 2023 and 2023 is gonna be the best year yet. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I hope you guys are well rested. I hope you guys had a lovely festive season. But as I said, it's 2023. It's gonna be the best year yet. And I just hope that every dream and goals that you guys have set for yourself for this year truly comes true. And if it doesn't come true, you're literally 2 steps to your dream life. So I hope nothing but the best for you this year. This year, we are ticking off all our goals, and we're just going to be the best versions of ourselves this year. Even though we're going to have challenges and dark times and sad times, we are going to still have the best year of our lives. Before I start motivating all of you guys, as you guys can see by the title, we have a new series, and this series is called Drinks with Ro. Basically, the aim of the series is for us to have a cute, lovely drink. If you're not a person that drinks alcohol, you can make a version mocktail or whatever you like, wine, whiskey, whatever, champagne. Just pour yourself a cute glass, sit down with me, and let's have a chit chat. Actually, a lot of you guys asked the same question, so I'll just group it as one. But the first question is, what do I do for a living? I am a training material / content developer. I create training material and content for our client, and whatever our client needs to communicate to internal staff, sometimes even to customers, I create content to communicate whatever needs to be communicated within the company. And yeah, that's basically what I do. I do videos, posters, flyers, infographics, anything that is content based that needs to be produced and developed. It's me. So that's what I do for a living. That's my 9 to 5. And then I am also a content creator and a YouTuber, I guess. So yeah, that's what I do for a living. Next question, also a lot of you guys asked the same question, is how old I am. I am 25 years old, but mentally I'm 21. Okay. The next question is, how do I deal with imposter syndrome, especially in my corporate job? So I think I battled with imposter syndrome in the first 2 years of my corporate career, simply because I wasn't in corporate before. I was in retail. So jumping into corporate was a little bit nerve-wracking. I doubted myself continuously. I believed that I deserved to be where I'm at, but like my mind wouldn't tell me that. Like my heart believed that I deserved to be here, but my mind was just not communicating the same thing. So what I did is just work on myself, improve on my skill, just be better at what I do in my job. Also, I had to remember that everything that I do is for myself and it's for my self-development, and I mustn't be worried about what people think of me, especially in a corporate setting. And being a Black woman and also one of the youngest people in the company, it is definitely nerve-wracking. But I think after investing in myself and in my skills, I became more confident and more assertive and self-assured. And I think just working on yourself continuously will definitely help with imposter syndrome, definitely. But I also talk to my family, especially my mom, and the support and love and encouragement that they give me literally really helps with that. But I always say it's important to voice out your frustrations or your feelings, because when you keep it in, it like festers and becomes bigger than what it's supposed to. So definitely talk to somebody that you can trust and somebody that will give you good and supportive advice. The next question is, do you sometimes feel like your dreams and goals are unattainable? No. I used to believe that it was unattainable, but now I believe that my dreams and goals can happen, simply because I realize that being consistent and putting your best foot forward is the only way you can get to your goals, to your dreams. When you work towards it continuously and let go of that expectation that your goals should just happen like this, the more you'll realize that your goals are attainable. Because I think sometimes we set goals that are extremely high and we don't have an action plan, or we don't know how to be intentional to getting to our goals. And I think that's where we get, everything a little bit fuzzy. I feel like the only way that you can make your dreams and goals happen for yourself is being consistent, being intentional, and taking action. That's the only way. Don't let your dreams and goals stay in your notepad or on your computer. Make sure with every goal and dream that you have, there's an action plan, because it will never ever happen. I had a dream that I wanted to live in an apartment that I'm currently in, and it happened. And I think it's because I literally worked my ass off. I worked so hard to make this possible for myself, and I was kind and I was grateful and I was intentional with everything that I did. And I think that is literally the key to making sure that your dreams are attainable. Next question is makeup routine and products. To be honest, I don't stick to a specific product, but I usually use Essence because it's relatively affordable. But honestly, it's all about technique, guys. It's not about the product, it's about technique. And the technique I use is the UK Black Girl makeup routine. Just search that, you will find the technique, and I think that has worked for me. That has helped me have a flawless face beat. How they do their makeup is literally how I do my makeup. But in terms of products, guys, I would be lying to you. I use whatever I can find, honestly. As long as my skin doesn't react bad to it, I'm good. The next question, what did you study at varsity? I was studying a BA in brand strat communication in Vega. I wanted to be in PR and I wanted to work with artists at a record label. That was my goal. I always said I want to work at a record label, and I also want to have a business where I manage artists, PR, and all that stuff. So that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I was studying at Vega. And to be honest, I loved Vega. Vega was one of the best schools ever. I think it has literally molded me to who I am. I only was there for a year, and it just literally opened my eyes to my creativity, people, how things work in the marketing field. Definitely best school to go to. Very expensive, but a very good school to go to if you want to be in marketing. Basically, if you want to be a creative, that is the best school to go to, child. Okay. The next question is, have I been to the Maldives? No, I'm broke. Child, I couldn't even go to Cape Town last year, so how am I going to go to the Maldives? But anyway, we'll manifest that, please. The next question is, what do I do for a living? I know that I've already answered that, but the person asked another question as well. They asked if I am Venda and from where. Yes, I am Venda, but I am born and raised in Johannesburg. I am a Joburg girl. Okay, I'm a Joburg girl, and I am Venda. My dad is Venda and my mom is Zulu, and my dad is from Louis Trichardt. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Louis Threshold in Venda. That is where he's from. I only have been there like maybe 4 times in my life, so yeah, I don't know my roots, if I have to be honest. But now that I'm an adult, I hope to establish my roots in Venda a little bit more. The next question is Soorofhiwa your real name? Basically, my real name is Rofhiwa. The so was just added on. I just wanted to add the so to the Rofhiwa. Where am I from? I answered that. I am from Joburg, specifically from Pimville, Soweto. Kasi Girls Unite, that's where I'm from. I did live in a few places. I've lived in the burbs. I've lived, I've moved a little bit, but mainly my childhood has always been in Soweto. And the next question is, would you leave your 9 to 5 to be a full-time content creator? Currently, no, simply because I still want to see where my corporate career can take me, what skills and knowledge I can obtain. And I feel like my 9 to 5 is teaching me a lot of things, especially when it comes to a lot of things that we do not learn as a content creator, like contracts, documents, meeting etiquette, email etiquette. There's a lot of things that as a content creator nobody tells you, but because of my experience in my 9 to 5, I feel like I definitely know a little bit more, in terms of the admin and business side of being a content creator. So for now, no. And I also think I am not earning enough as a content creator to fully leave my 9 to 5. So no, I wouldn't leave it now, but we never know what the future will hold. But for now, I'm just juggling to child. I'm just juggling. Next question is how to be confident. I don't think there's a step-by-step way on how to be confident, but what I can definitely say is that it's important to understand what makes you feel, not confident, what makes you feel so insecure, and identify those deep roots. Because in order for you to figure out a solution to a problem, you need to identify the problem, right? And I think the more you learn about yourself and where these feelings of insecurities come from, it will be more easier for you to realize what to do to be more confident, to build up your self-worth, and to develop a self-love for yourself. So identify what are your triggers, what makes you feel not so confident. If it's people around you, find ways on how you can limit your time with certain people. If it's friends or social media, make sure that you follow people that motivate you, encourage you, make you feel happy. They don't make you feel like you need to compare your life or how you look. Follow people that make you feel good about yourself. So yeah, but maybe I can do a more detailed video about that in the next, chit chat drink session that we will have. The next question is, do I have a boyfriend? No, I don't have a boyfriend. Hopefully this year will open a new chapter when it comes to love. I hope to experience a love that is forever lasting. The dating scene, the streets are ghetto, and I don't want to stay here for too long. So hopefully my pillar of strength, my husband, is watching this video and writing down a plan on how he's gonna get me. That's what I'm hoping for. The next question is, what inspired you to share the content you share, especially hashtag becoming her? Simply because I feel that there's a lot of Black women, especially in our country, that need to see on social media people like me, people who are having a 9 to 5 or looking for a job or going for their dreams or working hard to become the best version of ourselves. I feel like at times, depending on where you come from or your environment and where who you surround yourself around, it limits a lot of us, especially as Black women, to see that there is a world outside of our environment. Being in that environment sometimes can be very crippling because as soon as you start to do something different than anybody else, people tend to judge or start to think that you're trying to be better than them. And I just want to reassure women, this life thing is a journey. I'm not gonna smash my goals all the time. I'm not gonna have the money or the privilege for certain things, and I just want to show women like me that you can work towards your dreams and goals even with the smallest of steps. That's what my content is inspired by. It used to be inspired by body positivity, but I think I've more moved into just being who I am and encouraging other Black women to be who they are and work towards being the best version of ourselves and not rely on anybody to make it happen for ourselves. Because you know what, this thing of us relying on people or men is going to be the death of us. So my content is basically to encourage, motivate, and just support and show love and relatability. The next question is, how do you show up for yourself every day even when it's difficult? To be honest, I just take it easy. That's what my mom always says to me: take it easy, breathe, take it one step at a time, take it day by day, because and it will be another day for you to try again. Today I might have not smashed my goals or been as motivated, but tomorrow is another day. So literally that's how I stay motivated, and everything is tomorrow is a new day for me to try again, and not dwell on the mistakes or the lack of consistency or productivity, and just say, I will try again tomorrow, and if tomorrow doesn't work, I will try again the next day. So I also know that the only way I can create the dream life that I'm working so hard for is by showing up. No one else is going to do it but me. I received a lot of questions. Mainly the questions are about what did I do for varsity, how old I am, how do I stay consistent, and everything. So I think I've answered that. And the next question is, how do I deal with sweating under my boobs, fupa, butt, cheeks, and everything? I just let myself sweat, child. Like, I'm not gonna dwell on things that are so small in my life. I don't know how I can explain it. Like, sweating under my fupa is the least of my problems. And I think if you can see things in that way, it's gonna limit the stress that you have. I'm not gonna give you advice on that, simply because I don't be worrying about that. I sweat my ass off and just hope for the best, and then take a shower and do my body maintenance routine. That's the advice I'll give you, child. How long did it take for you to be confident in your body? I've always been confident in my body. I used to be bullied for my confidence, to be honest. I was always confident, and then people saw the confidence and tried to bring me down. But to be honest, I've always been confident, simply because I saw my mom be confident. I saw the women in my family be confident. I think that's honestly the reason. And also, as I said, I only have one life to live, and this is the body that God has given me, and I'm gonna do my best to nourish it, support it, and love it unconditionally, because it's the least of my problems. That's what I always say to myself sometimes when I worry about my body. I be like, this is the least of my problems. Getting the bag is my biggest problem. Getting my dream life and living in my, dream apartment and house with my dog is what I'm stressing about every single day. Not my damn tummy. I got no time for that. How do I protect my energy? By making sure that I allow the right people around me. If I feel like your energy is off, if I feel like you are a bit shaky, out of the door. I also don't allow people just coming in and out of my apartment. My grand used to say this: don't allow people in your house continuously, because people leave spirits, leave energy, and that's how I protect my energy. The next question is, how are you able to be so organized and self-driven? What inspires you? What inspires me is my dream life, guys. Since I was a child, I always envisioned my life in a certain way. I did think I was gonna get married by now, to live comfortably, to live happy, to be content, to be doing what I want to do and what I'm passionate about, and that's what inspires me every day. And just seeing how hard my mom worked as a single parent just also inspires me. And I just want to create an amazing life for myself, because as I said, we only have one life to live, and that's what inspires me every day, is just being so excited about who I'm becoming, enjoying the journey that I'm in. I'm not rushing the process, but just being intentional with everything that I do really inspires me to become the best version of myself. And in terms of being organized, I'm a Virgo. That can answer your question. And also, my mom is a typical African mom that will like wake up on a Saturday playing music. Mom would be the type of parent that will clean the house from the top to the bottom. Child, my mom is also relatively very organized, so I think I also became an organized person because of her. But I also think because I'm a typical Virgo that likes to schedule and structure things into categories, that's how I stay organized. But I'm not always perfect, by the way. The next question is, how do I define love, and how do I want to receive it this year? Oh my goodness. I define love, I don't even know, guys, because I think I'm also relatively young. I still have a lot to discover when it comes to love, but I think definitely love is the butterflies that you feel, the feeling that you can't imagine your life without that person, and feeling comfort and security and reassurance around that person. I feel like that's love to me, and just always striving to make them happy as much as they make you happy is what I define love. And I want to receive love like that. I want to receive love that's unconditional, that is intentional, that is passionate, and a love whereby we both learn from one another is something that I'm definitely looking forward for this year. Next question is, how tall am I? I'm 5'5". Sorry, I'm just using 5'5" because it's just easy. That's what I am. I'm actually really short. What do? I already answered that, and the person thinks I work in call center. I used to work in call center. So basically my job history is I was a PA, I was an admin assistant, I was a cashier at Pick n Pay, I was a call center agent at a bank, and then now I'm doing what I do. So that's like literally my history in terms of jobs. Then what is my favorite color? My favorite color is black or pink. And my favorite food, to be honest, is macaroni and cheese. I love macaroni and cheese. Actually, anything that is pasta, love it. How many kids would you love to have? I would like to have 4 if I'm extremely wealthy. 4 if I'm extremely wealthy. If I'm just living comfortably, 2, it's good. 2 is that if I can do a vision board luncheon with my subscribers, like 10 girls, I would love to, but I think it's a little bit too late to be planning that. But I would definitely recommend you guys to check out your favorite YouTubers. They are doing a few luncheons soon, so definitely do that. But I'm thinking of doing a self-love, confidence boosting luncheon to give the girlies some tips and tricks on how to be confident and just finding who they are and stuff like that. So I think I might do that, but it does take a lot of planning. I think that also what cripples me. I tend to plan a lot but not do action. So I need to take my own advice this year, honestly. What are you changing about yourself in 2023? I think what I'm gonna change about myself is how I date. I think I tend to emphasize to men that I'm independent, and that has not worked for my benefit because I've been getting guys that just want to use me for my time and not put any sort of effort. Because I'm independent, they feel like they don't need to do anything. No romantic gestures, nothing. It's just bare minimum all over. And I think I want to do something different when it comes to that. And also this year, I want to do things for me and do things that are fun and exciting. What is my horoscope sign? I'm a Virgo, as I mentioned. And they also ask, pizza with pineapple or without. That's a crime to the Italian people to put that. It's a crime. We need to respect people's cultures, guys. And putting pineapple on pizza is a crime. It's disrespectful, to be honest. Borderline. A lot of questions about what did I study. I already mentioned. Somebody asked what is my home language and where am I from originally. I'm from Joburg, as I said, and my home language is English and Zulu. Yeah, I just come from a family that spoke a lot of English. I think it's just because of the field that my mom was in, my gran is in, my aunt is in. Because of just the industries that our family has been, like, English was just easy. And also coming from a Model C school, yeah, English was just one of those languages that was mainly communicated, but also we speak isiZulu at home. Do I have a boyfriend? No, guys, I don't, okay? Am I married? Of course I'm not married. If I can just secure a boyfriend, maybe we'll talk about marriage, okay? Please. What is my favorite kind of music? Neo soul, R&B. To be honest, I listen to anything that makes me feel good, but mainly neo soul and R&B is my favorite kind of music. And how to set up a good vision board. I hope you guys saw my last vlog. I think I gave some tips over there on how to do a great vision board. Next question, I know you live on a budget. Would you share some few budgeting tips? To be honest, I'm still figuring it out. I have a budget tracker, but I'm not doing a good job at it. So I'm just trying to figure it out. But one thing that I always do is save at least 10 to 20% of whatever I earn and put it into a savings account. And that savings account also grows or gains some interest. So that's the one thing that I will always do. Then what cream do I use on my body? Mainly Nivea and Vaseline body lotions. Best things you can ever use on your body. Somebody asked me, who am I? I don't know who am I, guys. I'm still figuring out who I am and who I want to be. But all I know, I am someone who is loving, caring, supportive, very strong-willed, knows what they want, and is willing to learn and be open-minded. And I'm just, honestly, I feel like I'm a very open person. Most people find it very easy to talk to me. And that's one thing I like about myself, is that people find my energy very comforting and very safe. So yeah, I hope I answered that correctly. The next question is, are you a woman in tech? Technically, no, I'm not in tech, but I'm definitely interested in that career field. I definitely signed myself up for a specific course last year. I haven't gotten time to get started with it, but maybe I could be a woman in tech pretty soon. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to YouTube. All right, so the questions from YouTube is, can you please tell us about your childhood, your upbringing, and how you got to being the person that you are? My childhood was really, really good. Obviously there was ups and downs, you know, like anybody's childhood would be. I was raised by women. There has never been a consistent male figure in my life, to be honest. Yeah, my dad and I don't really have a relationship at all. And to be honest, it's not what keeps me awake at night, to be honest, because the love and support that I got from my mom as a single parent was everything that I ever needed. She played a role as a father and mother, and I will forever be grateful for her, because she's literally has molded me to becoming the woman that I am: independent, strong, open-minded, and opinionated. The next question is, what keeps you going even when things are not going your way? What drives you to keep at it? Pray, talk to my mom, talk to my family, learn more. It's just because I know that I cannot make this dream life without me being consistent, without me being positive and hopeful for the future. I also battled with depression when I couldn't continue with my studies. By the way, I couldn't continue with my studies because my dad basically disappeared. He stopped paying school fees and literally disappeared. I haven't seen him since 2016. So that put me in a deep, deep depression, and I hated it when I was in depression. I hated it. Crying every single day. I hated it. Hated it. And I literally motivate myself every single day and say, girl, do you want to get back today? Because I don't want to be depressed, guys. So I had to go back onto the drawing board, and I was like, okay, let's go back onto the drawing board, because depression is crippling you. So let's figure out a plan. And I started watching a lot of YouTube then, more often. And I was watching YouTube. I'll watch self-help videos. I would listen to podcasts. I would see if I can sign myself for free seminars, webinars, all those type of things. I literally just try to see where I can help myself in the little of ways. And I think as long as you do little small steps, things will get a little bit easier. How did you start with your body positivity journey? What actually pushed you to start? Simply because I wanted to see more women like me. I wanted to see more big women on TV, on social media. I wanted to just see someone that looks like me. Honestly, that's the reason why. And also, I wanted to show people that the stereotypes and what society thinks of big people, I'm gonna smash every single thought you had about me. If you thought and assumed that I was this type of person, I always wanted to prove people wrong. And I think that's really what started my body positivity movement, besides being inspired by other women. I think mainly it's because I wanted to see someone like me on media, and also I wanted to prove to the world that the idea or stereotypes that we have put on big people is so unfair. We all are different. I might be fat, but the stereotypes that you assume about me are based on nonsense. I always want to prove a point. My Virgo is coming out. You start your career as a content creator, just start. Please don't look at my videos from 4 years ago because they're horrendous. But other than that, just start. I literally used to play music in the background of my videos. I would play music, like my favorite playlist in the back, and just talk. So just start. I know it's cliche, but just start, and your tribe, your audience, your like-minded people just gravitate slowly to you. What app do you use to edit? I use InShot. What relationship lessons did 2022 teach you? Stop putting other people before yourself. And also stop dating people according to their potential. Date people according to their reality. And also don't be afraid to communicate what you want in a relationship and your expectations, because you will end up feeling like you're asking too much out of somebody or the relationship, and you will gain resentment over that person. So yeah, that's the advice I would give. And I already answered this question about upcoming content creators, and I also want to say this about the advice about upcoming creators. Guys, if you're not a creative, don't do this. Nothing annoys me than seeing people that are not creative try to be a content creator simply because they think about the money aspect, and then you guys do a rubbish job. No offense, rubbish. There's no effort in editing. There's no effort in the thumbnail. There's no effort, and it's so annoying to see. I just feel like if you're not a creative, if you don't like creating things, you're gonna complain about editing. Nothing annoys me than someone who's gonna, oh, I hate editing. Child, then why wanna be a creative if you don't like the things that come with being a creative? Do what you're passionate about, not about what everybody else is doing. Advice for young professionals: always improve on yourself. Always see where you can work on your skills, and don't think you know everything. Always learn, be willing to learn, and also be more assertive. For content, filming equipment, camera, microphone, and everything. Guys, I use my iPhone for the camera. Microphone, I got it from Take a Lot. And yeah, most of my equipment, I got it from Take a Lot. I have linked it down in one of my vlogs. I just don't remember which one. But yeah, I got them all from Take a Lot. Celebrity crushes. The only crush that I have, what's his real name? Konje, the guy from The Wife. Kawe. Oh my gosh. That's my pillar of strength. To be honest, it kind of looks like my ex. I have a thing for Zulu men, so yeah. The last question is, would you date a woman? I have dated a woman before. It wasn't the best experience. However, it was the most loving, most intense, passionate relationship I've ever been in. But I also wouldn't consider it a relationship. It ended very quick, so I wouldn't call it a relationship, but it was a great experience. I am attracted to women. However, I would not be in a relationship with a woman. It takes a lot of emotional intelligence and just the ability to navigate feelings, and it's very difficult to do that, especially when you're trying to navigate your own feelings. So it definitely wasn't the ideal thing I would ever like put myself in again. I'm more drawn to men, and it's unfortunate, but you know, it just is what it is. Yeah guys, that comes to the end of this video. I hope you guys had a good time, and I hope you guys got an idea of who I am. And yeah, if I didn't answer certain questions, just leave it down below. I'll see if I can just answer you in the comments. But yeah guys, cheers to the new year, cheers to this new series. I hope to do more sit down videos with you guys. If you guys have any topics that you guys would like me to do, let me know. I'm more than willing to do so. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Peace, love, and light. Till next time, love you.